Hi, welcome. My name is Robert Reimer. I am the Director of Choirs at Pineview High School in St. George, Utah. I am also the team leader for our All-State Choir 2020-2021 All-State Choir Virtual Experience. Some of you might have participated last year in, the last school year in All-State Choir with Dr. Anton Armstrong. In fact, if you did, periodically during this video, you might see me just clap my hands, and that means to listen carefully, and some important instruction is going to be given. Do you remember that? I'm still using that in my choir just a little bit here and there. We want to thank Mishy Kirby, who is our choral vice president for Utah Music Educators Association, who has kind of led this charge to get us to be able to do this. There's others that are involved, others on the committee. I'll forget names if I start naming, but I will say Becca Rhodes from Farmington, Nathan Egan from Syracuse, Mark Taylor from Copper Hills, Jody Allred from Manti, Gunnison Valley. We also have Kenny Weiser from Provo and JP Kentros from Jordan High are all on this committee to help us have a successful year with this. We want to thank each of them. We also would like to thank COVID personally for allowing us this opportunity to be in a virtual All-State instead of a real in-person All-State. Thanks, COVID. Just so that you know, if you have received this video or are watching this video, and it came from a teacher, you have been selected or you are qualified to participate in the All-State Choir. We are mostly sending this to chamber choir students throughout the state of Utah, although there may be a few others that are not in chamber choir that your director has felt like you should have a copy of this, and maybe this is something to pursue. Let me tell you just a little bit about your commitments to this All-State Choir, and then provide an opportunity for you to, or at least a resource to be able to get some answers to your questions. First of all, your commitment looks like this. By March 31st, we need to have those of you that would like to participate in this All-State Virtual Choir, we need to have you register, which means that you're going to go on to www.umea.us. Your teacher can help you find this under All-State, and under that tab, you'll see High School SATB Choir. There's a registration form, and you're going to need to go on to that form and register, enter some of your personal information. Then you're also going to, the cost to do this is the same as any other All-State Choir, $70. The bulk of that money will go to the digital editing of the final product of the virtual choir that we'll put together. During the month of April, we'll have 2 workshops. Let's back up. We'll have a kickoff workshop. When we say workshop, we're talking a Zoom workshop that you can attend in person is what we'd like. We'll also record those and make those available to you so that you can access them later. So we'll have a welcome and introduction, a keynote. Our intent is not to be in hour-long workshops. Our intent is to be in 20-minute workshops with some Q&A, some opportunities for you to get to be involved in this process, not just watch. So we'll have our kickoff in early April. We'll have in mid-April, we will have our technical workshops, our technical rehearsals, and those will involve sectionals. They'll also to talk about some of the pieces of the music. We'll also have Marilee Webb, who has provided our back tracks, our rehearsal tracks in the past, and led the Men's Honor Choir 2 years ago. She will be doing the digital portion of our virtual choir, and she'll come on and talk a little bit about the technical aspects of recording a video for a virtual choir. A little bit later, a week or so later in April, we'll have some enrichment workshops. This is opportunities. We'll have a whole slew. You can attend one or two or watch a couple of them that are recorded. We'll have things like helping you become a better conductor, things like accessing choral music or accessing music and scholarships in choir and community resources to sing beyond just high school. We'll do a little bit of careers related to the music industry that are not necessarily just choirs or choral singing. We've got lots of opportunities of workshops in this enrichment workshop day. Those are scheduled usually on Monday afternoons, and again recorded so that you can go back and access them later. By mid to late April, your recordings will be due. We are going to be performing 3 songs. One is Ave Verum by Mozart. The directors of each piece will be directors from our committee, and the piano players will be people, resources in our local community. With the exception of our last piece, we'll use a parts accompaniment track. So you'll have on your screen, you'll have a picture of the director and a picture of the music that you can follow along as your video recording. So we'll do Ave Verum by Mozart, we'll do Afternoon on a Hill by Eric Barnum, and that's got some real technical things that we'll need to work out. And then Kirby Shaw's arrangement of Bridge Over Troubled Water. There's some opportunities in that song for a couple of solos. Some of you may have actually performed that piece in the past. Some opportunities for you to get your video, your mug right up there in the front with those solos. Again, don't worry about all the technicality parts of those. We'll lead you along the way. Right now, your main objective, your main thing is to make a choice if you're going to register to be a part of this all-state choir. Any 10th through 12th grader that's attending school, I guess, or charter, homeschool, as long as you have an access to a director, music director is eligible to perform in this virtual choir. Your job is to register and to get that your payment made. Once you have done that, about every day or so, we'll find out the updated list on that, and we'll get you materials as soon as possible. We'll provide you with sheet music, we'll provide you with rehearsal tracks, we'll provide you with a list of tools for success in this virtual all-state choir. If you have questions, here's an email address that you can send questions to. You can access me or any member of our committee through your teacher. We invite you. We really hope that this will be a good experience, and we know that you're some of our best choral musicians out there. And so while it's going to be an intense process, I think that it will be very, very rewarding, and I think you'll enjoy our final product, which will be released about mid-May.